Whether it's the pull, the kick, or the timing, improving skills in breaststroke is difficult. Fortunately, there's one strategy that can improve all three. Hi everyone, Andrew here, helping you help your swimmers get faster. Stroke counts are a powerful strategy for improving skills. And if there's one stroke that they're most effective for, it's probably breaststroke. With one tool, it's possible to positively impact all the important skills in breaststroke. Improving skills in breaststroke can be challenging because they're quite different as compared to the other strokes. In terms of creating propulsion, the pull is very different than the other strokes, and the kick is certainly very different as well. When it comes to reducing drag, both arms are recovered at the same time and both legs are recovered at the same time. And to make matters worse, they're both recovered under the water. That means tons of drag. And in terms of timing, breaststroke timing has to be very, very precise. And to make matters worse, it changes significantly as swimmers change their speed. So for these reasons, improving skills in breaststroke can be very, very difficult. And to make life easier, we need strategies that work really, really well. If I had to use one strategy to help breaststrokers get better, it would be stroke count. With one solution, we can positively impact all three of the most important skills in breaststroke. We can help them improve their alignment because swimmers have to reduce their resistance in order to get longer. We can help them create more propulsion because swimmers must hold water in order to get longer. We can help them improve their timing because swimmers have to do the right thing at the right time to hit certain stroke counts. And when we change those stroke counts, we can use that as a strategy to help them learn how to change their timing. What's particularly effective about this tool is that we're using objective numbers. And objective numbers are really, really powerful for facilitating change. It gives swimmers concrete goals to hit. They're trying to hit 7 strokes. They know exactly what that is, and there's super clear feedback. They either hit 7, or they hit 8, or they hit 6, or they hit 4, and they know what that means, and they know they need to either continue to do what they're doing if they were successful, and if they weren't, they know that something needs to change, and generally, they know the direction of the change that they need to make. So with one simple strategy, we can make coaching a difficult skill a whole lot more effective and a whole lot simpler. Rather than just using stroke counts and hoping that everything works out, we can be a lot more precise in the specific skills we're targeting by how we use the stroke counts. So when trying to help swimmers increase propulsion, we can isolate the arms and the legs and then use stroke counts. So we can have them pull, we can have them kick, and that's going to put more pressure on a specific skill. We can also add resistance when we're using stroke counts or kick counts, and that's going to encourage swimmers to create more propulsion because they have to do so in order to overcome the load. And when they're only allowed to take a certain number of strokes or a certain number of kicks, they have to figure out how to create more propulsion per stroke or kick if they want to move forward against the resistance. When it comes to alignment, we can use alignment-based drills to help swimmers learn how to stay longer. And when they have stroke count goals for those drills, they have to execute them better and better and better in order to get longer and longer. And since the breath is a huge cause of creating resistance and loss of alignment in breaststroke, if we change the breathing while they're using stroke counts, it's going to force them to explore how to be efficient and fast when trying to figure out how to breathe effectively. When it comes to timing, stroke counts are particularly powerful because it forces swimmers to change their timing. If we change and vary the stroke counts, that will force them to explore their timing in different ways. And when they have to learn how to hit certain stroke counts on command, it forces them to be able to control their timing to achieve a specific outcome. And we can make that effect even more powerful if we can use stroke counts during specific timing drills. Again, we can force them to explore their timing even when using the drill by forcing them to change their stroke count. Here are 2 simple sets that illustrate these concepts. So the first set, we're going to work on propulsion. They're going to go 3 rounds through. They're going to go 50 breaststroke with dolphin kick and a parachute, as few strokes as possible. They've got to get as much out of each stroke, working against the resistance in order to keep the stroke count low. They've got to create a lot of propulsion. Then they're going 450s breaststroke with a dolphin kick, descend 1 to 4 at the same stroke count. They've got to figure out how to get more out of each stroke to create more speed. Then we're going to repeat the same process, but do it with kick. So 50 breaststroke kick with a parachute, as few kicks as possible. Again, they got to create a lot of propulsion. And then 450s breaststroke kick, descend 1 to 4 at the same kick count. They've got to figure out how to create more speed with the same number of kicks. Each round on those 450s, we're going to add strokes, add kicks, and they're going to try to go faster. The second set is more of a timing set. So they're going to go 3 rounds through. They're going to go 625s underwater breaststroke. The first 3 reps, they're going to take fewer strokes. The second 3 reps, they're going to increase the stroke count. Then they're going to go 50 breaststroke, solid effort, same stroke count, both 25s. Then we're going to repeat the same pattern 2 more times, except instead of underwater breaststroke, we're going to go 2 pulls, 1 kick, another great timing drill. And then the next 50, they're going to add strokes as compared to the first 50. They're going to go faster. And the same thing with the third 50. They'll increase stroke count again, go even faster. On the third drill, it's now 2 kicks, 1 pull, also really effective for timing. So helping them feel the timing, helping them explore the timing with the drill, and then we're letting them figure out how to increase their speed by changing their stroke count. If you want to learn more about how to use stroke count to improve speed and skill in any stroke, check out the video below.